Number 7, Craig Turley.
We were a great team, and we were creating our own history and national competition history for the first time there.
Grand final, Brian Chan about to bounce the ball. West Coast go to the left.
For me, the privilege was actually being in a position to be out on the ground when the action was unfolding, and being in a position to be able to witness some of the stuff that those guys did when the heat was on. So that I look back on those experiences fondly, you know.
Another one.
Well, that was a wonderful year that was a breakout year for the club, really, as a group. It was a great year personally. Collectively, we did really well to get to the grand final.
As the siren goes now and the Hawks win.
I remember distinctly after the game, Mick reminding us to savour the disappointment and that sense of, you know, whether it was failure or the pain of, you know, the loss of not being able to realise that ultimate goal, just to savour that feeling and then to take that with us and forward into the next year, and to use that as a source of strength and motivation for the year to come. We had to learn the lessons, do the work again, and then earn the right to be in a position to compete the following year, which history shows that we did.
There's a magnificent feeling here at the ground. Both supporters are very confident that West Coast will win today, and those from Geelong are just as confident.
I have mixed emotions when I reflect back on '92. Personally, I'd struggled all year with a chronic back injury, and essentially was only 50% on grand final day, and wasn't able to compete at the level that I would like to have been able to compete at. So that was really disappointing on a personal level.
Little chip to the run of Matera.
It took me a few years to actually watch the game again, because it was probably the worst individual game that I ever played, because I just wasn't physically able to compete in the way that I knew I could. But I know that I did my bit before and during and after, did what I was able to do.
The Eagles are going to win their first leg.
Yeah, I do have mixed emotions, but it was a great joy to realise that ultimate success with the team. And again, it had been years of hard work by all of us, and all of the support and other staff, and you know, the whole extended squad of players to enable us to get to that position, to realise that goal.
Standing ovation for Michael Malthouse. He's lifted this side to the ultimate.
I reflect fondly on those days. That was a really important part of my life and of our lives. You know, I had the privilege of playing in a great team, in a great era, and had the opportunity to share in some collective success. You know, the further you get away from it, the more you realise how important that time was in your life, and how special it was, and how lucky you were to have had the opportunity. And what stays with you is some of those memories. Some of them fade, but the connection to the people that you shared the experiences with, that's still really strong. So the opportunity for me to connect with the club and continue to stay connected to the club personally and professionally is really important. It's a really important part of my life.
Number 7, Craig Turley.